Hi everyone again. Hopefully now you can see me and I can see your comments too. When we go to the actual meditation phase of this, we will jump back onto the other device so you can see me and hear me and see the wheel that I've created for us as well. So if you're just jumping on again, just say hello, just so I know that people have found their way back. I'll just give you a couple of minutes. So just when you're jumping on again, just say hello so I know that you found your way here again. Maybe just as we're waiting, I can show you around the medicine wheel. So this is the altar I've created for us. I'm sitting here in the east point. So we have some beautiful wooden objects, a stone carving here. And then moving through to the in-between, a small stone. And then the northern point here we have a glass kinner. It's beautiful light that comes through that. You can see the patterns there. And then as we're moving through to the in-between, another small stone. And then over in the west we have some feathers and two leaves. They're actually from Waipoua forest. And then moving through to the in-between again, here we have another stone from Pātawa. And then here in the south we have a stone and two very beautiful deep purpley blue they actually are, these shells. Made me think of the new moon. So if you're just jumping on, just say hi. I'm just showing you around the medicine wheel. And then in between we have a crystal necklace, pendant. And then in towards the center we have another crystal. Hi Vanessa, thanks for jumping on. Sorry about having to switch over. I hope other people can find me again too. Just showing you around the medicine wheel, and if you want to go back when this is finished you can see the introduction to it. Just showing you around just while we're waiting for people to jump on. And then in the center here we have a candle which we will light as part of our ceremony. And a small bone carving here of a bear's paw gifted to me by a beautiful friend. And we also have our sage smudging stick that we can use as well. Yeah, I think they are cockle. They're from Pātawa beach, or estuary actually, yeah. So I'll just wait a couple of minutes for anyone else to jump on. I know we had one other person before. Sorry about that, yeah. I just couldn't see the comments from this far away. My eyes aren't that great, so I just switched to my phone for now. Yeah. So we'll just get started, and this video will be up so people can come back and refer to it as well. And they can do the meditation in their own time. I'm well aware that right now there's a lot of anxiety with people, and especially after today's announcement. So they possibly just clean forgot about any of this and want to just go out and look after their families. Hi Chalice. Hi. Lovely to have you join. So yeah, I understand that people might not jump on because obviously there's other priorities right now with what's going on in the country. We're having a lovely staycation at home for a month now by order of the government, so yes, let's just work with that today. So we've got a lot of time to come back and visit this video as and when we feel like we need a meditation time. It would be beautiful. So what I wanted to do first is just run you through some of the essential oils that we'll be using, or we can use for these types of manifestation practices. So obviously this is a new moon manifestation journey or meditation that we're going to go through. So I just wanted to introduce some of the oils that we can use to support that sort of work. Let me see. So the first one I wanted to mention is frankincense. Now frankincense is in the diffuser here. You can see it there. And this is one that clears energy. So in terms of energetic work, this is the purpose of this one. Clearing any negative energy, raising up our vibrations so that we can allow ourselves to release any negativity that we're experiencing and come back to ourselves. So that one is a great all-rounder as well for general health. If you want to use it internally, you can put it into water. You can also use it on your skin, and it's a great sort of a repair for your skin as well. For a beauty product, you can put it into your existing moisturizers or use it in a carrier oil of any kind. What have we got next? Litsea. So this one is a really bright type of fragrant citrusy oil, and it will actually allow us to bring us down from being in the head and bring us down and allow things to drop into our bodies. So for manifestation, this is really helpful. So if we're all about the thoughts and doing, what do we need to do? We can actually use this one to just open things up to help them channel down into reality, into our body, into that manifestation. So that's the other one. I've got about 5 more to go. So with Litsea, we can also use lime, another beautiful citrus oil. So the lime is really invigorating. It gets us motivated. It can help us kind of find those things that we are really wanting to do, but we might just feel a bit dragged down by negative thoughts and being in the head again. So with Litsea and lime together, we can get rid of that block of those negative thoughts, and we can get really motivated and really focused on what it is we're actually wanting to manifest. Then another good one to combine with that Litsea is actually vetiver. And this is a really grounding blend. So you can imagine with the Litsea kind of opening up and clearing the way in the head, and you're really wanting to ground that into your body, this really brings it right. So you can really manifest that in reality in your body. Vanessa says, I need a diffuser. Yeah, they're really amazing, especially for this sort of work. And just for any kind of applications as well. It's great to have them going to clean the air. So with the frankincense, we're cleansing the air in terms of energetically, but there's also others you can use to diffuse and actually clean germs from the air, just to mention that at this time. Although we're all very well and healthy, aren't we? So we'll be fine. The next one I want to talk about is Roman chamomile. Comes in a smaller bottle, that one. It's a really sweet, fragrant oil. And this one allows the joy to come through. So it really allows that. It's, again, a good one to combine with Litsea. So it's allowing the movement of things to happen. Bit of flow, bit of energy. So that one is your uplifting, energizing, you're getting the job done. You're going to make this manifestation happen in reality. And then we've got this little guy, wild orange. So wild orange is really joyful. So if we're feeling negative and we're feeling like, I want this, but I know this will happen, so it won't happen for me, this one just clears that away. It just tells you you'll have joy. It will be joyful and we'll all be happy with this amazing outcome. So do not worry, you'll have that joy. So this is a brilliant little guy. And then we've got Douglas fir. This is the last one I'll mention. So Douglas fir is one that will again help ground, but it will help a bit of that movement as well. It's quite a sweet oil, and it's a one of the woody kind of oils, or the pine scents. So, sorry, just got a question from Vanessa. Can you put a white sage in the diffuser? I'm curious, got told you could. Do you mean fresh sage, or do you mean an essential oil, or what are you meaning there? So yes, Douglas fir. What was I saying about it? Yeah, it's an uplifting one, but also a grounding at the same time, so it's quite a balancing oil, this one. Oh, Julia, yeah, you got back on. Woohoo! We're just going through some of the oils at the moment, so you haven't missed the meditation, and you can just go back to the start and hear me blabbering on about all these amazing essential oils. So I've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 oils. So cool. So, and there's lots more as well, but I just chose those ones. Sorry, so fresh white sage. Probably, yeah, because so you've just got a bit of cold water in the diffuser. Wondering about that. So you might want to kind of crush up or just kind of bruise the leaf of the sage, the fresh sage, and you could put it in there. You don't want to break it up because you don't want to kind of clog things up in there. But yeah, if you want to try that, you can give it a go. Just thinking, because it's a cold water, it won't kind of steam anything out. It's just going to move the air around. So it might not be a very strong scent, but you could definitely give it a try. Yay, Julia, you're back. So with those oils, anyone that's jumping on live, and also I think I'll extend it for another 48 hours just because of the chaos. Anyone that jumps on and makes any comment, just says hello or makes a comment about how they found the experience, will go in the draw to win the door prize, the live prize, the event prize of a sample of each of those oils. So that's a lot, 7 oils for you to have a go with. So worth popping on, leaving a comment saying hello or giving us your opinions on things. No, Vanessa, please ask questions. That's perfect. Thank you. Okay, what's next? So maybe a little about this new moon energy. I'm no expert on what moon is in what star sign at the moment, so you can probably pop online and find that information. But just generally, the new moon is about a new beginning. So it's a fresh start in every lunar cycle, every month that we have, sometimes twice a month on occasion. And the new moon energy, as I say, is about new beginnings. It's about reflection. So it's when the moon is almost completely dark. So it's actually when it's just peeking out, that little sliver of silver light around the edge of the moon, just starting the new phase. So this is actually happening tomorrow. So this event is ahead of that, but as I say, people will be jumping on later on to rewatch this, and at any time you can use this meditation for your relaxation and centering and manifestation if that's what you want to do with it. So yeah, it's a time when it's dark, so you're in your home, you're hunkered down, maybe it's colder, and it's that time where you can just go inside, reflect maybe what you planned to have happen for you the last month. What did you decide to do? What did you decide to have manifest into your life? And you can reflect on that and decide, or just ponder, how did that go for me? And then from there, you can set your intention or your goal for the next month, or for however long you want that to be. So with our meditation, we're going to go through and we're going to actually set an intention for ourselves for this next month. So if you have a pen and paper, that would be great if you wanted to actually physically write it down before we start. Otherwise, if you want to, you can type it into here, or you could even just type it into your phone. But I find it's best if we physically write with a pen and paper or pencil, write it down. And you might have a journal where you like to do your writing as well. So with that in mind, I will just quickly let you know about my offers as well, and you can sort of start thinking about what you're wanting to manifest. So for the next month, I'm going to be giving $20 off all of my online services. So obviously I can't see you in person anymore for this foreseeable future. So I can't give the massage and I can't give in-person intuitive healing sessions. But what I can do is give you online intuitive healing sessions, drumming, coaching, and I've also got my medicine cards. I can give medicine card readings, provide you the intuitive guidance that comes from that, as well as the guidance from the actual handbook of the medicine cards. I can give you your online essential oil consultations, online supplement consultations. So these are the things that you might be wanting to think about right now anyway, making sure you're looking after yourself. And so you'll get $20 off any of those services. And I'll be doing more of these live events as well. Oh, thanks, Vanessa. Yeah, I really just feel in this time we need to support each other as much as we can. And obviously you can support me by still being one of my clients, even though we can't see each other face to face. Also, if there's just anything else you wanted to chat about, you can make a half-hour appointment, and that will be $40. And we can chat about something, anything that you want to talk about, find out what might suit you in terms of one of my services, or I might just tune in and figure out what I could do with you at a future booking, so that we can still work together. Even if I haven't written down exactly the service you might want. Also, I can provide distance Reiki. So your Reiki treatments can still be provided even though I'm not right there with you. We just set a time and you might sit in a quiet place and then I can provide that service to you. So as I said, $20 off all the services, and go onto my White Bear Wellbeing Facebook page and you'll see all my services listed there. But as I say, if you want to just chat about something different, we can figure something out for you. Yes, I think that's pretty cool too. Thanks, Vanessa. Okay, one last thing before we move on to the meditation. I'm sorry, there's a lot to get through. I just wanted to talk about doTERRA essential oils. So these are the oils that I use. I have used to heal myself from respiratory illness, and I definitely recommend to everybody, no matter who you are, because we can use them in so many different ways. So the doTERRA essential oils, and I'll just show you the pamphlet. Sorry, if you're in person, this isn't working very well. In person, we can give you each a booklet, but that doesn't work very well on a Facebook Live. So just to quickly show you what it looks like there. So why do I recommend and use doTERRA essential oils over different brands? I know there's a lot out there. It's because they can guarantee that they're certified pure therapeutic grade oils. So what that means, I know it's a big mouthful, what that means is they're certified third party, so they don't do it themselves. External laboratory will test that there's nothing except the oil that they say from the plant is in the bottle. So no synthetic ways to extract the oils, nothing synthetic in the product. So there's no contaminants, no toxins, and they are very potent, so that therapeutic grade oil. So there's other types of oil on the market, and I won't go too much into that, but the main ones are synthetic, so they're the ones you might just see in the shop for maybe $5 or something, and they might smell okay, or they might not. And then there's the ones that are the food grade, so they're the ones that the food standards say are okay to use as flavouring, but some of those I still wouldn't put in my food, or probably any of them. Then there's the doTERRA oil, so certified pure therapeutic grade. So we can use these in different ways. We can use them aromatically in that diffuser, or in our hands and smelled like that in that way. Or we can use them topically, so on our skin, and usually diluted with a carrier oil like coconut oil or almond oil or other oils that you might use, olive oil, something like that. Applied to the skin, bottom of the feet, back of the neck, that sort of thing, or in our skincare as well. And then the other way is we can actually use these internally. So either in capsules that you can put together yourself, or pre-made ones that doTERRA do, and also in our food, in our drinks. So a simple example there is putting a drop of lemon into your water for detoxification. So these ones we can use internally. Now there are some oils that you do not use internally no matter what brand or anything it is, and there are precautions you have to take, and I can discuss that with you if you want to know more. Obviously, if you have existing conditions, or if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, there's different precautions to take, and we don't want to overload our bodies with too many different oils or too much oil. So they are safe to use, but we just need to know how to use them correctly. So this is my little spiel on doTERRA. And as I say, if you want to know more, just message me and we can talk more about it. And you can buy them directly through me, and you will get discounts and all sorts of goodies. So yeah, make sure you get in touch if you wanted to know more about purchasing any of the oils. Cool. So I'll just look at some of these comments. Yep, I think I've looked at those. Go. Okay, now let's get down to the business of our intention setting and manifestation meditation. So if you could just pop in the comments if you have in mind your intention or your goal for this month. Just say yes, or you can write it in there if you like. Yeah, up to you. Now, I know we've got 2 people. I think we've got Julia and Vanessa at the moment. So if you could just say if you've got that. Cool, thanks Julia. So just give you an idea, right now you might want to manifest a healthy and harmonious household. I know I do want to have that. So yes, I have my intention. Great, thanks Vanessa. So now that you have that intention, I want you to just think about and visualize. You might want to close your eyes. Visualize the sensations, the feeling, what you feel, what you can hear, what people might be saying. So feeling, and you might touch things. What are you touching around you? That is part of this manifestation. This is how you want the outcome to be. So what is it that you're tasting? Might be some delicious food that your neighbour has dropped off without coming inside for you to enjoy. It might be what you can smell, the food cooking, or the flowers outside. They're just making you feel so peaceful, or the lovely bath that you're having. What is it that you're smelling, hearing, tasting, saying? What are you saying? Think about all of these things. What are you touching? Maybe the lovely grass under your feet. So when you have reached this manifestation of the goal, the intention that you want, what are the sensations that you're experiencing? Now, if you just hold that in mind, and if you want to start getting comfortable, I'll try and set this up so that you can see the altar, but if not, just please continue to relax, get yourself comfortable, ground yourself into your body. So getting comfortable. I'll try and keep watching the comments as they come up. But yeah, now just getting comfortable. Holding that intention for now. Holding those sensations in your body. What are you feeling? What are you hearing? What are you saying? And I will just get my drum, Brave Heart, to help us solidify those intentions in a meditation. So in this meditation, I'll be drumming. Drumming. So just holding that intention for now. We will soon let it go. We'll soon allow that intention to move beyond ourselves and allow Spirit, the universe, God, however you see it, we will allow messages from outside of ourselves to be seen. We may see these as visions, like dreams. We may have sensations in our body. We may feel in our body the guidance. Perhaps a message as to how we are to manifest what our intention is. So I invite you to take deep breath down into the pit of your belly. And just let it go. Exhale. Another deep cleansing breath deep into your belly. Just sigh it out. And one final deep breath in. inside out through your heart. And now just allowing your intention to release, just letting it go, offering it up. Just focusing on the sound of the drum as I begin, and just allowing anything to come through as it comes to you. Just observing and allowing it to pass. So now just slowly bringing your awareness back to the room, back to your body. Perhaps moving fingers and toes, feeling every part of your body with awareness. Hopefully you could hear me okay. Just slowly, gently bringing yourself back. Perhaps stretching a little. Running your fingers through your hair. Stretching out. Don't want to rush you back to typing, but just when you're back, perhaps sending a like or a heart bubble so I know you're back with me. Take your time. Let's just look at the altar for a minute. A beautiful altar. All the pieces I've laid out, an offering for our time together this evening, our work. See, Julia, Vanessa, you're back. Lovely. Now I just want to offer a little bit of time, and I know it's hard to do maybe through typing, but if you would like to just share any insights or experiences or anything you found interesting with your meditation, I would love to hear. Give you some time. That beautiful glowing light in the centre and how it's reflecting into the vessel. Almost looks like there's a flame at the very edge of the room. It's quite beautiful. Floating up in 3 parts. Oh, thanks, Vanessa. I thought you were right in the room next to me. I was right in this drum. I could see a bright light of orange changing to yellow-white. That's amazing. It's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And even if you're not live and you've experienced this, you've gone through and done the meditation with us, please leave your comments as well. Julia, my intention was calm. I felt so stressed before this. Tension. Something left as you drummed. Thank you. Oh, that's so nice to hear. Thank you, Julia. Right now I feel this slight pressure between my eyes, so in my third eye area. Like something's coming in, I'm receiving something here. You're welcome, Julia. And I really enjoy this experience, providing this to people without even having to be in the same room. So it's just showed to me, I'll just turn this sideways so you can see everything. It's better. It just showed to me that this is possible. Actually felt I started drumming with you, Theda. Oh, yes, I too felt a calming energy and a bit of pressure behind my eyelids. That's interesting, yeah. I feel like something's flowing in, this beautiful manifesting energy. I've no idea how long we've gone for. So hopefully this was kind of within an hour, but oh, Vanessa, my breathing is better, I feel. Oh, wow. Lovely. I love that. Amazing outcomes. Deeper. Maybe something's lifted a little off the chest. Bit of pressure gone. Bit more space. Just allow time, if other people do come on and they watch this, just allow some time towards the end here for people to reflect and write their comments as they're watching the beautiful flame of the altar in the centre. So I didn't explain before, but the centre of the altar is our connection. It connects with the upper world, the heavens, the universe, everything out there above us. Connects the upper worlds to the middle world, here where we physically exist in the middle world. And it also connects down to the underworld or the lower world. This is not hell. This is just everything below. Everything below. Perhaps there are good things and bad things. You don't need to judge them. They are below. And this is our connection with that pillar through the centre. With our beautiful light. Vanessa, I feel more relaxed and assertive for my children. Had a few overthinking children. Had a few overthinking today because of what my day was like everywhere I went earlier. I know. I'm so lucky and grateful that my partner went out and he bought groceries this morning before the big announcement. So he was able to get all the things on our normal list and a couple of extras just for safety. And yes, so grateful that he did that. Yes, yin and yang. Yes. And this is the new moon, full moon, yin and yang, that flow, that balance. Yeah. Yes. I could just sit here all night. This is really calming and beautiful. Feels great. My diffuse going. Oh, as an added bonus, who would like to have a medicine card reading for the collective group? Put a heart or a like, and we'll do that if you want to. Stay for another 10-15 minutes. Or I'll just do that, and you can pop off if you need to, and I'll just do that, and you can watch it later. Cool. Yay, I've got 2 hearts and likes, so I'll do that. Yippee. Cool. Where should I put this? I'm just going to put it over here somehow. Stay. But just, you can see my table with the laptop that wasn't going to work for me and the chair. So anyway, just get the cards. And I'll try and prop this back. Look, this is what we can do. Do that. You can watch that while I get the cards sorted, and then I'll spin it around. Okay, oh cool. That's a good angle. I should have done that before. Anyway. Right, so these are the medicine cards, if you don't know. And this is the medicine card guide book, so for interpretation of the card. So what I'll do is I'll pull one card for the collective. So this is a message for anybody who jumps on, people that are on now, and myself, and for the situation that's happening at the moment. So what I'll just do first is just cleanse the cards with this crystal. So this particular crystal doesn't need cleansing itself, and it can be used to cleanse all other crystals and all items, so that's pretty cool. So I'll just hold that with the cards for a while. And the other thing you can do to clear your cards before you start is actually to breathe on them. So just putting some breath through, and that will just clear the energy and put perhaps the energy of what we're needing right now into the cards. That's beautiful. Then we'll just shuffle. Now bear with me with my shuffling because I can never seem to do it as fancy and nice as all the people that I see. So I'll just shuffle them around a bit, split them up, make them a bit more mixed around. Then I'll spread them and I'll select a card. Now, if you haven't used cards before, I would say the message can be interpreted usually a few different ways. So if it doesn't make sense for you right away, maybe just ponder it, and it might not be my explanation that is actually meant for you. You might have your own intuitive feeling about the card that comes up. And also, the message might not be for right now today. It might actually be for some time in the near future or even further in the future. So you can just perhaps hold that in mind and just remember it for a later date. And you might think, that's what that meant. That was right for me, but it wasn't until this later time. So just laying out the cards here. Mess them up. Okay, just let me think, let me see, let me feel. Ooh. Okay, so drum roll. The card I've selected is Prairie Dog, number 47. So these medicine cards are Native American, so this is why they are American animals that we get. And you might like to think about what that is for you. What does prairie dog represent to you? Thinking about how they live in community, how they're looking out for each other. Just sort of some initial things that I'm getting is they're very vigilant, and they work together to support the whole community. They're not out for themselves. They enjoy a lot of rest, I think. Because there's always a sentry or some sentries around. I believe this is right. They're looking around. You can see him being quite alert. Looking out for his community. Some are vigilant while the rest can rest and get food and do their daily business, because they know that if this guy tells them that there's danger, then they know that they have to act. So let's see what the guide tells us as well. 47. And you might have other interpretations that are coming through for you. You might want to write them down if you like before I tell you what's in the guidebook. Okay, so I've got prairie dog there. There's a little poem, and then there's some explanation there. So I'll just go through all of that for you. It's about a page. So the poem says, prairie dog calls me when it's time to rest, when it's time to honour the internal quest. This is very cool for our manifestation. I go into retreat. Hey, we have to all do that, right? So I may see a way to replenish the potential in me. This is very beautiful. Okay, so prairie dog medicine teaches that strength and inspiration can be found by retreating into the stillness that quiets the mind. The strength of this medicine is also knowing when and how to replenish your life force. Prairie dog medicine people tend to seek self-empowerment in silence and inactivity, where they can access dreams and visions without the intrusions of worldly chaos. I believe this is perfect for the people that will be in this meditation. Sorry, now I've lost my space. When they re-enter the world, they are profound and powerful anchors of calm resolve amid life's storms. The medicine of prairie dog is applicable to all of the marmot tribe, so they're marmot type animals. So these include the ground squirrel clan, the gopher clan, the woodchuck clan, and the groundhog clan. Groundhog. Just as Native American warriors knew when to charge forward and when to become invisible, the marmot tribe knows how and when to retreat. The prairie dog runs for the tunnel when a predator is on its trail in the winter. It conserves energy by hibernating during the scarce time of the cold moons. If prairie dog has surfaced in your cars today, it may be a warning that your body's fuel gauge is running low. You might need a day of silence or retreat from regular activities before you become too exhausted to carry on. Have you put your basic needs at the bottom of the to-do list? Burning the candle at both ends may weaken the punch you can normally pack when tackling the tasks at hand. Take a much-needed break before you crash and burn. Prairie dog teaches you that in order to access gifts of inspiration and renewal, you must be at peace with yourself and rested enough to recognize the blessings being offered. If you have been battling a situation without gaining ground, prairie dog reminds you that pushing too hard can create resistance that does not allow for interaction. Take a break. Hey, take a break. Give it a rest. This is some good advice. After a comfortable and relaxed time, you can return with a fresh perspective. In the meantime, the dynamics of the situation may have changed because your retreat allows the present challenge to work itself out. Let's hope so, eh? There is ample strength available if you quit pushing and go with the flow. Prairie dog says its tunnels run both ways. Now is time to choose the backdoor exit for some rest and relaxation. Well, I think that's absolutely perfect, and I don't know if I could even given you better advice. So the cards know, they know what's going on, and they know what we need. Thank you, prairie dog. And thank you, Braveheart. So, with that bonus done, I think we will end it there. And of course, you can carry on the conversation in the discussion. Keep posting in the chat section. Post on my personal page, send me a message or anything if you want to catch up about those offers. Check out my services and everything. This has been great. Thank you for joining me, and thank you to everyone who will be joining me to take part in this meditation. And I really hope that you take that prairie dog advice and rest and recharge and look within, look after yourselves, and come back renewed from this situation we have going on in New Zealand and around the world. Look after yourselves. Love you all. And we'll see you, if not before, in a couple of weeks for our next live online event. Okay, bye.